And just put your hand on your chest and your hand on your belly. And just feel your breath as you take a nice deep breath in. And a nice slow deep breath out. And just listen to the birds singing, or the, I don't know, the bugs. Listen to the sounds of nature. And once you feel nice and grounded, just take your arms and just reach out and up. Take another deep breath in. Let your shoulders relax, give them a little circle. Maybe rotate your head back and forth. See how your neck is feeling. Nod your chin up and down. Maybe a little tilt side to side. Just do a little check-in with your neck. And then circle the shoulders again, do a little check-in with your shoulders. See if there's any tension you can release. Maybe move your arms. See if you can reach them behind you. Let your chest open, take a deep breath. See if you can wind your arms up into a little pretzel. Give yourself a hug maybe. And then try doing a little twist to the right, to the left. And another lift of your chest. Maybe let your head round forward for a moment. Just starting to gently move your spine. You can take a little stretch to the side. Stretch to the other side. Just starting to wake things up in the body, especially if we've been kind of worried or scared or just feeling all the emotions. I know I have been. So it feels good to just start to be in your body again. And then just see if you can take your legs out straight in front of you. Flex your feet and point your feet. It's a little cold outside. Maybe next time I'll wear a sweatshirt. And then just flex your feet, take those arms up again. Reach the spine nice and tall. Another deep breath in and just start to round forward. And then roll back up. And take one arm behind you and twist. And then reach back up. And twisting the other way. And reach back up. And this time twisting and then reaching towards your feet. Reach that other arm up to the ceiling, or up to the sky. Inhale, reach up with both arms and then twist and reach towards your feet. And lifting up. Point your toes, take those arms out to the sides. Maybe try taking those hands behind you. I'll turn to the side so you can see what I mean. And just do a little stretch for your wrists. Fingertips, stretching the whole hand, the wrist, the arm, the shoulders. Bending your elbows and straightening. You can add a little curve of your spine and then a little arch. And a little curve of the spine and a little arch. And one more. Inhale. exhale, curve the spine. See if you can slowly slide your arms down by your sides and roll down to the floor. And then just hug one knee into your chest. And release. Hug the other knee into your chest. And release. Hug this knee into your chest. And then take your hands behind the leg. Elbows bend and just try to reach that foot down towards the floor. You don't have to pull yourself all the way up. And roll back down. And 2 more times on this side. Try not to shift your shoulders up, keep them down. Inhale, roll down. 1 more time, exhale, roll up. Maybe you can roll all the way up, maybe not. If not, just hug your other knee into your chest. I'm going to switch legs and roll down. Hugging the knee into your chest, and trying to roll up a little bit, and down, and rolling up a little bit. Inhale, roll down, and rolling all the way up. Stretch over your legs. Roll up through the spine. Now if your shoulders are warmed up enough, you can bend your knees and do a little squeeze of your bottom to lift the hips and lower the hips. Squeeze and lift and lower. 2 more, lift. Make sure you're squeezing your bottom and not arching your back. Squeeze and lift and lower. Very nice. Let's turn onto the side and just come onto your elbow. If your shoulder bothers you, you can go all the way down and lay on your arm. You're just going to try to keep your ribs lifted and do a few clamshells to warm up your hips, strengthen your hips. Let's do 8 of these, so I'm going to do 5 more. 4 more. Breathing in and out. 3 more. 2 more. Keep those hips stacked up. 1 more. And then rest. And swing your legs around to the other side. Let's warm up that other hip. Keep your rib cage lifted, hips stacked, and counting 1 and 2, breathing in and out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep the shoulder away from your ear. And 8. And then just bring your legs back in front of you. Flex your feet, take 1 more little stretch towards your toes, and try to cross 1 foot over the other leg if you can. It can be down here or up here. Give your knee a little hug into your chest and twist behind you. I'm just watching my dog on the hill. Cross the other leg across. Hug that knee as close to you as you can. Twist behind you. And then unwind. Good. Give your knees a little bounce. We're going to come up to all 4s now. If kneeling bothers your knees, I suggest putting a bolster or cushions underneath your shins to get your knees off the floor. And if this bothers your wrists, you can come down onto your elbows instead. We're just going to move the spine again. We're going to lift the spine and curve. Breathe in. And then exhale, go the other direction, opening up the front of the body, the front of the spine. And breathe in. And then exhale, push the floor away, lift the abdominals up. And then reverse. Opening the chest. That's so good. And 1 more time, rounding, pushing the floor away. And then find neutral, so you're not arching and you're not rounding the back. Hopefully you have a nice tabletop flat position here. Tuck your toes under and see if you can lift your knees off the floor. And then lower back down. That might feel tight in your feet at first. If you need to give your feet a little stretch, just bounce on them a little bit and then come back up. And try it again. Lift the knees. You can also do this with your feet flat on the floor or with a towel rolled up underneath your shins. You can lift the knees comfortably. But you want to try to keep your tabletop position like you have a whole table setting on your back. And you don't want to spell it as you lift the knees. And just hold it as long as you can. You can also take this out to a full plank. And again, you can do this on your elbows if you want. Just feeling the strength in your body, getting connected between your heels and your head. And if you're really advanced, you can take your hand to the center and reach the other arm up and find your side plank. You can do this on your elbow as well. If you do it on your elbows, you're going to turn your elbow this way and then come to the side. And I'm kind of resting on the side of my feet. And you can do the same on the other side. And coming back to center, I'm going to go back up to my hands, but you can also be on your elbows. Walk your feet in and bring your feet or knees down and come into a little rest pose. Stretch. If this is uncomfortable, you can also rest on your back with your knees hugged into your chest. You can open the knees apart. You can rock. Whatever feels good to your body. In fact, let's all come onto our back, hugging both knees into the chest. Grab onto the backs of your legs and lift your head on neck and shoulders off the floor. Try to roll up to a seated position. Very good. So we're going to come back to where we started. If this position's uncomfortable, take your feet out a little wider. You can bring your soles of the feet together. You can put a cushion under your bottom. Find a comfortable position to sit in. And let's go back to that breath again and see how it feels now. Take a nice deep breath in. Notice where you feel your breath. Do you feel it in your chest? Do you feel it in your belly? How does your body feel now that you moved a little bit? Do you feel more grounded? Can you take a deeper breath? And thank you for joining me.